Hello everybody and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. Now yes, you might notice the scenery is a bit different, and that's because this is another airport. And yeah, basically I made this about a year ago before we discovered what 1 to 400 scale aircraft were. And yeah, as you can see, that's why there's not that much wide body stands that you can use. There's only two, and even then, there are some hefty size restrictions on those. But yeah, just today I figured out, hey, since I have a lot more narrow bodies now, I reckon I could use this airport to represent a small sized international airport in Indonesia. So yeah, hence this will be the start of a new airport series, and this airport is a fictional depiction of Balikpapan's airport. It will be called Balikpapan Kartini International Airport. Kartini being, I forgot who, but she's a major historical figure in Indonesia's history. Anyways, yeah, as you can see, this time we have runways because we have a proper looking airport. We have two, in fact. I based this off of Prague's airport layout. That's why there's the two runways here. This main one's gonna be used, but sometimes I'll have aircraft on this runway, but only narrow bodies though. But yeah, there's not that much aircraft, and yeah, I guess, well, we'll just have this airport here. Without further ado, I guess let's just start with the update. And before we do that though, here's the layout. As you can see, there's 5 narrow body gates over here, 2 wide bodies, and then 7 narrow body gates. But gates 9 to 14, they don't fit all narrow body kinds. The biggest plane that can fit is the 737-800 and A320neo. So, and plus I'm not going to be using gates 12 to 14. Here is the list of airlines, as you can see. And yeah, I haven't filled in the afternoon and night schedules yet, but pretty much the only change is that CityLink, Batik Line, Garuda will take turns having international flights, and Singapore will arrive at the wide body gate in the morning, well, gate 6 in the morning, All Nippon Airways in the afternoon, and then Thai AirAsia X at night. But yeah, now let's actually get to the real update. Starting off at the west side of the airport, which is the domestic section. So I also forgot to fill in you guys in about this, but the west side of the airport, which is the 5 narrow body gates as you can see here, will be used only for domestic flights, and then the other side of the airport will be for international flights. But starting off, we have the CityLink Airbus A320neo currently taxiing to the secondary runway right now, as it will just use that to take off. And this one will be headed out to Pekanbaru International Airport. And next up, we have this Batik Air Boeing 737-800. And yeah, it's currently loading on some cargo right now, and later on we'll be having some passengers board, as this one will be headed out to Jakarta. Yeah, just Jakarta International Airport. Pretty weird saying that. And our last plane at the domestic section here is the Lion Air Boeing 737-900ER extended range in the Dreamliner special livery, currently boarding on some passengers. This thing will be headed out to Denpasar International Airport in Bali. And next up, moving on to the international section, here we have the Singapore Airlines Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner currently being pushed out of its gate. Unfortunately, you will not see this aircraft every update for this airport, only the morning updates. But yeah, anyways, this thing will be headed out to Singapore Changi International Airport. And next up, This aircraft you will see every update for this airport is the Garuda Indonesia Airbus A330-200. The 777-300ER extended range is not able to fit within the stands, so we'll be using this A330. Anyways, this plane is just currently offboarding some passengers as it has just arrived in from Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi International Airport and will be heading out to Kuala Lumpur International Airport later on. Next up, we have the AirAsia Airbus A321neo, currently having some catering service done. And yeah, this plane will later on be headed out to Kuala Lumpur International Airport. Next up, we have the Garuda Indonesia Boeing 737-800 in the special Pikachu jet livery, are the last aircraft for our international section today. And yeah, this plane is currently boarding on some passengers as it will be headed out to Singapore Changi International Airport. And our last plane for today, yes, we will finally feature planes on the runway. And yeah, the very first plane on this runway for the series is the Malaysian Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. Currently, basically taxiing to the runway as it will be taking off to Kuala Lumpur International Airport. And that is pretty much it for today's airport update video. I really hope you will enjoy this series. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this brand new series.